This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake that fire.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out you.
Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5 HB.
Town business, talk to me.
Well, you know, this ain't necessarily town business. It's
V-Town.
D-Town business.
That's town. That's town. As long as it got a town on it.
You got to be specific on this one, though. You know, we had Mike Mosley up here the other day.
Right, that's
Shout out
facts,
to Mike
facts.
Mosley, and he, you know, we were breaking down Northern California.
Y'all
Word
sure
up.
did.
You know,
Word
because it's sections in Northern
and
California.
it gets confusing because you made it very clear San Francisco is not Oakland.
Oh, no.
No.
Totally different.
Totally different,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah.
then Oakland is not Richmond.
Or Richmond is not Vallejo, you know what I mean? And on and on.
And on and on.
Yeah,
and
Berkeley, you feel me?
that Berkeley is Berkeley.
Yeah,
Berkeley
straight up.
stands alone. But, man, right now have to be, man, what can I say about this man? I describe him as a Bay Area legend, you know,
Respect.
because of the music he's done, you know, over the years since the early 90s when I remember he had that Sick With This song that we used to play on KMEL. Was a big major hit.
Right,
Got
right.
him national attention. Sent him out of Northern California. This man has since gone on to travel the world. You know,
believe it.
yeah, you know, he's been all over because of it. He has an interesting story to tell. I mean, some of his friends, Mac Dre, Kyrie,
Rest in peace.
Right.
absolutely, Ray Love, C-Note, you know,
Tupac.
Shakur.
Yeah.
These are all Bay Area pillars in our history and our journey.
Right.
And you know, JT the bigger figure. You
Shout
know,
out Fig.
You
Wow.
know, and so is he. You know, and maybe not recognized enough, I dare say, for his contribution to our legacy.
Yeah, give me mine, man.
You know what I mean? This
Take
dude, well, in my opinion,
I like that.
He encapsulates the whole the Bay Area spirit. You know, the Northern California spirit of being
Thank you,
people who
brother.
came from a struggle.
Oh, yes.
You know,
Oh, yes.
and worked hard to transition that struggle. You know, into legitimate things, but along the way, you took a few paths, you take a few turns, and you
Yes,
make a
yes,
few
sir.
choices, and he put it in his music, and he's been a solid guy ever since. The one and only Mac Mall is here.
What's
ladies.
up, what's up,
Mac?
what's up, what's
Mac
up?
Mall is here, man.
My name is Young Mac Mall, man.
Yeah,
You feel me?
man.
Thanks for having me, man. This is real big. You know, thank y'all.
Yeah,
Straight up.
absolutely, man. Man, I was curious because Layla Steinberg hit me, and Layla and I've
Yeah,
been
shout
friends.
out to Layla.
And Layla was managing Pac
Right.
for years, and
Right.
just Layla's just been like the glue to a lot of.
Oh, yeah. My first manager, you know, discovered me when I was 15 years old. I actually went up to her. I talk about it in my book. I walked up to her and was just like, "You gonna be my manager?" And she's just like looking at this kid like, okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, man, 10 years later, like, we rock for 10 years. That's my girl, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Family. You know, right now she's managing Earl Sweatshirt, you know what I mean? But, you know, we all family. She definitely helped me make this book, you know what I mean? Get it to this. She helped me self-publish and everything. So I love Layla. Shout out to her.
Dope.
Mac Mall is here, man. You done movies.
Yeah.
You done how many albums have you put
I
out?
got 10 solo
Oh,
records,
yeah.
you know what I mean? This is my last one, Legal Business. Hundreds of collabs, you know what I mean? Group projects. I actually got Mac Dre's last record, the U.S. Open, me and him recorded together.
Yeah.
You know, but right now, man, it's all about my new book, you know what I mean? My opinion. You
My
feel me?
opinion. And just reading through this book,
Yes, sir.
this is really interesting because through your book, you can find out a lot of Bay Area history. Like
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
mentioned
sir.
Kyrie the other day when Mike Mosley was here because
Yeah.
I was there. You know what I mean?
Kyrie definitely, he told me to tell you what's up. He
Yeah.
want to holler at you. He's definitely, you know what I mean, a pillar of Bay Area music. He had his, you know, his finger on the pulse
Yeah.
of not only the Bay Area but the whole West Coast. And you know, without him, it wouldn't be a lot of stuff. You know, the mob music, the whole movement, and everything. Yeah.
Young Black Brothers.
Young Black Brother, that's the name of our label. He discovered me as a 16-year-old kid. You know, I was discovered by Mac Dre. You know, me and Dre is from the same neighborhood, the Cold Crest Side. Shout out Crest Side. you
Okay,
feel me?
stop. Crest Side.
Yeah,
Explain-
Crest Siders.
Okay. Now
You
explain
feel
what
me?
Crest Side is.
Man, the Crest Side is a it's a community in the north of Vallejo. You know what I mean? You have different sides. I'm from the north side, the Crest Side, where you have rappers like Mac Dre, the Mac, rest in peace. Mac Dre, rest in peace. Me, Doobie, rest in peace. You know, Doobie, who was locked up, free Doobie, and a gang of the other Cuddies. You know, but you have Vallejo, and the other side is E40. You know what I mean? The south side and hillside is E40, who was actually my cousin, but we from two different places. You know what I mean? Shout out to 40 though. You know, he always showed me love and support. But you know, the Crest Crest Side, man, is just a cold neighborhood with a lot of talent. You know what I mean? Sly Stone, Can Function is from the Crest. You feel me? And you know, it's kind of rough, but it, you know, it's just like everywhere else. You feel me?
It was
good
real
and
rough.
bad.
Yeah. But the interesting,
Shout out to the Cutthroats, man.
Yeah, do you know what Cuddies are, Heather B?
Cousins?
Nah,
Friends?
Cuddy is like a friend. That's what we call ourselves. Some people
Like
call themselves homies,
Right.
stuff like that. We call ourselves Cuddy
Cuddies.
because it's
So
like
that-
your
yeah.
Cuddy is closer to you than your friend and everything.
I thought that was
You know
a
what I
friend you fucked.
mean? No, that's like
Cuddy
Cuddy Buddy
Buddy.
in
Yeah.
Atlanta. Yeah, but we Cuddies though,
Yeah,
but Cutthroats
right.
too.
And say like in Jersey, where I'm from, the Northeast, like Cuddy is your cousin.
Yeah, similar to that. It's similar
What
to
up,
that.
Cuddy?
You know what I mean?
like,
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it. I get the bond. It's bond. It's the bond.
And it's something like if somebody call you Cuddy, people know where you from. You feel me?
Gotcha.
Hey,
Recognize the
speaking of
dialect.
that, though, just not to get off things, right? Man, I saw the Kanye West thing, man. Bruh, I know this man. Y'all don't know how close he was to getting down.
Oh yeah.
No, I know.
See,
Yeah.
when a person from the Bay tell you where they from, like that's because we like to do that. We're going to tell you where we from before we get
Like
down.
a warning.
So when I heard him say, yeah, man, you know, I'm from Oakland, man. I was like, oh. Yeah, but, you know, for real, we tell you
I
where we
know.
from before we get down. But
We didn't get that far.
yeah,
bro.
I'm already knowing. I'm
Yeah,
already
yeah,
knowing.
yeah,
You know, you handled that real tight, man. And
Thank
I
you.
was very, very proud of you.
You know, when I was
Yeah.
gonna say that to you, Mac, it's funny because while the music was playing and you walked in, one of the first things you said this way, you said, yo, I'm proud of you. You ain't even get into all of that. You just, it was love that I felt. I'm proud of you. Now, for somebody that don't know much about Northern California and everything, you may hear these stories and like, yo, they don't even get along. This section don't get with this section. Is it more love than separation?
Oh yeah, because being from the Bay Area, we all we got. You know what I
Mm.
mean? We don't really have the industry. You know, we have to make our own.
Okay,
So you know,
okay.
you hustle with these brothers. You know what I mean? We grew up together. He knew me since I was literally a kid. You know what I mean? And you see each other. You hustle with each other. If you know, dudes do street stuff together. You know what I mean? Like my OGs might be know his OGs. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
And everybody, we really got to work together. We
Okay.
we can't afford the luxury of, you know what I mean, being big headed and stuff, because we all gonna need each other to pull each other up, man. Bay Area is a close knit
I
community.
love that. I
Yeah.
love that.
Mac Mall is here.
So
Yes,
Mac,
yes.
if you don't mind, share a little bit of the actual struggles, examples from your old chapters that you.
Oh
just,
yeah, it's like my book, man. Like my opinion, you know, I tell you about, you know, growing up in the Crest Side, you know what I mean, and when I was growing up in the early '90s, you know, it was a lot of bank robberies. You know, in my neighborhood, you know, a lot of cats robbed banks. You know what I mean? Mac Dre had went to jail for conspiracy to commit bank robbery,
Romper
which he
room
didn't
thing,
do.
right?
Yeah, the romper room. Them was all like my big brothers. You know what I mean? They were man, a high-powered bank robbery, you know, clique. You know what I mean? And not only was it them, it was like everybody from our neighborhood. So we had a lot of Fed attention. We had, you know, a lot of people getting killed. You know what I mean? The last two dudes who had my job is my Cuddies is gone. You know, and it was just, you know, it was hard. But we always had music. We always had hip hop. We always had a dream. You know, and I was just blessed to be able to, you know, to be one part of the, you know, of the. Of a great tradition, you know what I mean, of people, starting with Strictly Business Records, some of the first cats to do an independent record, then moving on with Kyrie to YBB and dropping Legal Business at 16 years old. I'm still in high school with, like, you know, one of the dopest records. And not only that, you know, one thing, like I say in my book, you know what I mean, it's about really, you know, chasing your dreams and what happened when you catch them, you feel me? Because it was a lot of stuff that happened. You know, I hooked up with Tupac. You feel me? And that was just a whole nother chapter. Tupac actually made his directorial debut on my first video, Ghetto Theme. You know, young players got to get it together. You feel me? I get a lot of love. I did the Apollo, man, and cats, the dude at the door had brought that up, made me feel real cool. But, you know, hooking up with Pac and him really just showing me, you know, how far we can take this thing. Losing him, you know what I mean?
What kind of, like, I know you ain't got to rush this.
Yeah, okay,
you know,
all right.
You ain't got to rush it.
We got time.
All right,
it's,
straight up.
it's a lot of layers to that.
Yes,
you
right,
know?
sir.
Like,
right.
because Mac Dre, a lot of folks understand why we revere Mac Dre and his legacy so much. You know, a lot of folks outside of Northern California, they don't understand
Yeah.
the impact that he had on Northern California.
I mean, Dre was trill. You know what I mean? TREAL, not TRILL. You feel me? Dre was like, Dre is somebody who was solid, you know what I mean? If you know Dre about from his beginning of his career, you know what I mean? He started off as you know what I mean? It's just like a D-boy, man, a D-boy who made good, you feel me? So we all could relate to that. You know, he kept it real. When the feds got on him and took him down, you know, a lot of people would come home and have a negative attitude, you know what I mean, and just be down because he didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
So imagine if they took 5 years of your life when you was you know what I mean, at you know, popping, and they just take you to jail.
Yeah.
So he does his 5 years. He comes home. He's not mad. He's actually happy. And this man, he brought the whole Bay Area together, every nationality. You know what I mean? Every walk of life. He got us together to party. You feel me? So we all love that. I mean, he had, man, the hardest of the hardest, the hitters of the hitters would get together, man, and actually dance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that was something. Nobody has ever did that before. You feel me? Made it okay to party and not be mad and you know what I mean? And just do your thing and be free. You know what I mean? So that's why we love Dre, but we also love him because the man was solid. You know what I mean? Super duper solid. Was no fool in Cuddy. You know what I mean? Straight up.
In your book, you talk about coming under the tutelage of Kyrie and Pac.
Yeah.
And Pac, and both of them have been very important to Bay Area history. What kind of things did Kyrie teach you, and what do you remember most about Pac? Some of the things he said to you as a youth.
Okay, Kyrie, man, basically taught me everything about recording. You know what I mean? He's actually what I like to call, he is a real producer and not a beat maker. You know what I mean? He's somebody that actually lives with a track. You feel me? And you know, he just taught me to be professional. Pac taught me how to love, man, and love what I do, love being real. You know what I mean, and actually just doing you, because he really told me like that's the only thing you're gonna have at the end is you know your truth and how you hold it down. You know what I mean, standing on your square. You feel me?
Standing on your square.
But Pac man if it was one word to describe him, I would say loving, because everything he did, even when he was wilding out, was done out of some sense of love.
Okay,
you know what I mean. Shout out to Set, Shakur, his sister, you know what I mean? Shout out to Afeni. I be with them all the time. I'm actually the person that hooked Mac Dre's mom up with Afeni. And them two strong women are going to do some great, beautiful things.
We had Sekou Odinga on the show
not
too long ago.
Word up.
Who helped Asada Shakur get to Cuba. Tell Afeni I said hello, too.
Man, no doubt. You know, we waiting for Doc to get home, man. We need Doc home fast, man. You feel me?
Mac, one thing that I love about Sway is whenever he brings key people from Cali, they'll strip away the stereotypes of gang culture and speak about how initially, you know, it's created for community building and also for protection. But I'm also wondering, when I think about Cali, a lot of folks will think about pimp culture as well. Okay. And I'm wondering if there's a different side to that we haven't seen.
I mean, you got to understand that, you feel me, in the Bay Area, you know what I mean, that's where the famous Ward brothers were from. You feel me? And the movie The Mac was basically his movie. You know what I mean? Like, no diss, but when you watch Superfly, that is a made up script from some Hollywood dude that he put that together. When you watch The Mac, that's basically them telling the story of the Ward brothers and how we held it down in the Bay. In the Bay Area, you have a strong political Black Panthers. Right. You know what I mean? But you also had the Ward brothers. You feel me? So we kind of got both of that in us. You know what I mean? We got some, Black Fist up, but we also got some Pimp Slap too. You feel me? I mean, man, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? And in my book, and in my book, you know what I mean? I talk about that, you know, living in Vegas and busting moves and doing my thing, you know, but
did you ever feel? Did you get to a point where you felt bad about it, about pimping?
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, like, you know, of course, you know what I mean? I have a mother, I have beautiful sisters and beautiful family and stuff like that, but it's just like, man, the game is the game, you know what I mean? And even if it wasn't PIs, it's still going to be, you know, can I cuss or whatever?
I mean, if you like to.
Oh, yeah, even if it ain't PIs, it's still going to be some pussy getting sold, you feel me? Yeah. And, you know, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it, you know what I mean? Straight up. So, I mean, yeah, you know, you feel, you know, because you doing something wrong. It ain't the, you know, the regular way of doing stuff. So you might feel some way, but that's not going to stop you from doing your thing. You know what I mean? I'm sorry.
What was that? Nah, but I like to paint the picture.
I mean, it's just real. It's the game. You know what I mean? It's the game, man. And we deal with that in the Bay Area. You feel me? It ain't no facades or ain't no faking or ain't no, you know, a Hollywood. Let me be your manager. Ain't none of that. You know what I mean? It's just ice cold, stomp down. You feel me?
Okay. Mac Mall is here. The book is called My Opinion.
My Opinion.
And you said it was you went through a tragedy. That helps
Yeah, really. I want to talk about like that. Well, you know, coming back from Vegas, you know what I mean? I came back to the Bay and dedicated myself to music, you feel me? I had just, you know, fell out with Relativity and went to court with them for a year where I couldn't even do music.
Relatively Records.
Yeah. Shout out to Relativity, you know what I mean? They matter of fact, I just had the 20th anniversary of my record Untouchable, where I got the gator on the thing. So about this book though. I come back to the Bay, and me and my brother Ray Love, shout out to Ray Love, we had did a project, a rock rap record. The day we finished the record, one of my closest friends, Keith, he had called us, we hooked up, and we actually got in a bad car accident. I actually lost Keith. He actually died in my arms.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow. He took his last breath in your arms?
Yeah, man, it was crazy. And that, like, you know, I went to the hospital, you feel me? I had like 15, 17 staples in my head. My back was all messed up. My brother Ray, he had broke his back and stuff like that. I had to tell my folks' father that he had died, you know what I mean? And so as I'm home, you know what I mean? I'm basically, you know, going crazy. I'm seeing this dude's eyes in my head, you feel me? Like, I can't even close my eyes. I don't want to take medication, you know what I mean? Because it was just had me feeling weird. And I had to do something because I literally was going crazy. I couldn't close my eyes. You know what I mean? I didn't know nothing about survivor's guilt or, you know what I mean, the PD, whatever. I didn't know nothing about
PTSD.
I wasn't really hip to that. So, you know what I mean? I'm just like, you know, just drinking and I don't want to sleep. You feel me? I just feel crazy. And it was just one day, man, I just decided just to write. Because I wanted to know. I'm laying in this bed. I can't move. You feel me? How did I get to this point right here, man?
Yeah.
Like, how did I get to this point? Like, dude, I didn't did these things in my life. How did I get here? So I grabbed a pen and I started writing from my birth certificate.
Wow.
You know, because my birth certificate got some little crazy stuff you'll read in my book. From my birth certificate to me basically being in that bed. And it was really like self-help, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was like I wrote down, in this book, I don't win every fight. I don't make all the right decisions. I do make mistakes, and I let you know, like, man, I messed up here, but, you know, let me finish telling the story. And, yeah, man, I had to write it. And when I was done writing it, it was like I, you know, just exercise my demons. You feel me? Because I actually felt like, you know, now I understand that his eyes was, you know, was pushing me, and he up there with my ancestors, and I shouldn't have to, you know, worry and be crazy like that. So I took the negative energy of the, you know, the accident and stuff and tried to do something positive with it.
Wow, Mac Mall is here, man. I can respect that, man. You know what I want you to do, man? If you can, man. I don't know if we ever had anybody do this, man. You might be the first, Mac Mall, but, man, if you could read an excerpt from the book, man, just so people hear.
No doubt. I'm going to try to do it. Y'all got to bear with me. It's still kind of hard even just reading it, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But,
be you.
Yeah, we're gonna put it together.
All right,
check it out. We turned down the street, and then we hit Embarcadero. I sat back in the seat and thought about being back home and how there was no place like it. Now, this part's get kind of sketchy because I must have blacked it out. But I do remember the car speeding up and everything around us moving slowly. I remember looking at Ray and Keith and wondering, why are we moving so fast? Next thing I knew, the car was getting sideways, and I was saying in my head, oh, shit. Then everything went blank. Some people say when they have a near-death experience that you see the lights flash, you see a light flash in front of your eyes. But I tell you, I didn't see anything but black. When I came to, I saw the stars in the sky, and I was sure that I was dead. But for some reason, I wasn't sad. I just tripped out on how pretty the stars was and nonchalantly wondered if I was going to heaven or hell. The first thing that let me know that when I was alive was the screams I heard when I came to. Shit, we must have wrecked the car. But I ain't in the car. I'm in the middle of the motherfucking street. We must have been thrown from the motherfucking car. Shit, my head hurt and I feel like something stabbed me. I can feel my legs, so I guess I can walk. Let me try to walk. Fuck, my side hurt. My head is pounding. Man, where's my brother, Ray? Where the fuck is Ray? See, me and Ray Love are like brothers, and I feel responsible for him. I looked for Ray in a panic, and I saw his body almost a block up the street. He was laid out on the corner of Pacific Bell Park. I became more alarmed when I saw he wasn't moving. I yelled his name, but he was knocked out. I yelled his name again. Seeing him move a little bit gave me some relief, but he was in bad condition. His head was busted as he tried to get up. He couldn't. Now, the only traumatic events in my life before was seeing people shot. So when I heard him speak, I knew he was alive. But then all of a sudden, it was an explosion in my head. Keith. Where is Keith? I didn't see him around him, so I looked up the street and saw a crowd forming. As I walked up the street the best I could, I saw the driver of the car, all bloody, his face caved in and his leg broken in 3 places. He was all mangled up and tangled in the iron fence. I heard him moan and thought, okay, he still must be alive. But where the fuck is Keith? Then I looked further up the street and saw Keith laying motionless. A lady was kneeling beside him, and I limped over there and yelled his name, but he didn't move. It was still like a blur, but I could see his head was busted badly, and the lady told me to take off my shirt and wrap it around his head. I did as I was told, even though I was in shock. The lady also told me to talk to Keith, so I kept trying to wake him. So I grabbed his head and I said, Keith, fight, Cuddy, Keith. This small, Cuddy, I'm with you. Fight, Cuddy, fight. You know? That's basically like the part when we was like in the wreck, man. It's cold, dog. Yeah. It's cold because it's like, you know, just that's something that's a whole mind trip. You know, you see, you know, just even in the street, man, in parties and clubs, you see a cat get shot, you know, you just fall down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This was something different, you know what I mean? I didn't even know like how I was hurt because I couldn't feel nothing. Like I was just so juiced up. You know, like my whole head, you can see like all this. Yeah. My whole head was like split open. My back was messed up. I remember when the police finally did come to us, you know, I click in the street mode. Oh, I wasn't even here. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I tell the police like, nah, I wasn't even here, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Not knowing that I have all my clothes is ripped in the back. My head is gushing blood. Yeah. But we don't talk to police. So I'm just like, nah, bruh, I don't know what you're talking about. I walked up and I saw this dude laying down, but he like, bruh, if you don't get in the ambulance, you're not going to make it through the night. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So then I calmed down and, you know, we went back to, man, Crazy General, San Francisco General, you know, which is like, do they have a Killer King out here? Or,
what's Crazy General? Like
it's the General Hospital. Like it's the General Hospital, but it's wild. I know y'all have something out here that's similar to that.
I don't go to the hospital out
here.
Okay,
right. It's just
it ain't where you want to go.
Yeah, it's not where you want to go. It's very crazy. I remember being up in there, and a lady gave Ray Love the Saint of Lost Causes, a card for the Saint of Lost Causes as he laying in the bed. But it was just a bad situation. And, you know, I'm glad I was able to read that because I want people to really check this book out. Yeah. And because there's a lot of dope hip-hop stories up in there, a lot of history. And it's basically, you know, it's the American story. Even if you don't, it's an American dream story. Even if you don't know nothing about rap or about Mac Mall, you can relate to somebody chasing a dream. You know what
called
I mean?
My Opinion. How can they get the book?
The book is on Amazon. You know what I mean? You can go up there and grab it on Amazon. You also can get it at Create Space, and you also can get it at Rap Bay. You know what I mean?
We got Mel from Milwaukee on the line. Mel, what up?
Hey,
Say
Mel,
what's up to Mac Mall.
Mel.
Are you there? Mel, you there? All right, we got Stella on the line from San Francisco.
Stella.
What up, Stella?
Stella, what's going on?
What's that?
going on? Hey, I just want to say that I grew up in the Mission in the 90s when your music was coming up.
Yeah.
Sitting on the stairs with the Mad Dog with all my friends.
With the homies. Straight up.
Playing Wide Open over and over and over. And it's just a great memory. It's good to see you doing your shit.
Man, thank you. Thank you for calling, man. Much love to the Mission.
Hey, Stella, get the book, too. Colin from Los Angeles. What's up,
Colin?
Yo, what's going on? Sway in the morning. Heather B,
Chilling.
Tracy G, Wonder. Love y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate. Love you, too.
It's crazy, man. I got chills listening to Mac Mall's story. Like the last caller. The song
respect.
Wide Open was my shit. I lost a girl that was really close to me in a fucking crazy car accident. Very similar to you, man. I wasn't with her at the time, but your story gave me some mad chills. I just want to let you know that song got me through everything.
Respect, brother. Respect. Shout out to Kyrie for making me make Wide Open.
Yeah.
Because I actually didn't want to make that. I wanted to make it like a street record. But when he was like, okay, you're going to make this song about the girls, and I was so mad that I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the song, and I'm going to make it a good song, like, for real. Because, you know what I mean? You ain't finna ask me again. I'm finna do this song to the best of my abilities. And it ended up being one of my biggest songs, you feel me?
Wide Open.
Yeah.
All right, we got Scissor Hands from Oklahoma. What up, man?
What up, Scissor?
Man, Sway, Heather B, Tracy G, you know what I'm saying, DJ Wonder Sway, I need a minute, man, because you just made my day. You made my day having one of my favorite rappers, Mac Mall, bro. I'm letting you
Respect,
know
man.
you got a fan in Oklahoma City, and, bro, I'm sorry for your loss, but, man, I mean, I remember the first time when I seen that Young Players Got to Get It Together with Pac.
Yeah, shout out to Pac.
I fell in love with it. But check this out, bro. My favorite shit that you ever did wasn't even on your shit. It was on that Friend or Foe.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And MJG. Man, hey, man, can you do your boy a huge favor and spit that verse one time?
Okay, let's get it a cappella.
That's been many moons, man. That's been many moons.
You gotta play the record and make a rhyme over.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what, Scissorhands? Get the book. It's called My Opinion by Mac Mall. Go to Amazon.com.
Man, shout out to Scissorhands and everybody in Oklahoma, man. You know, y'all been rocking with me for many moons.
Hey, Maul, how can they reach you on social media? Because y'all can continue this conversation with Maul directly.
Yeah, man, everything is The Real Mac Mall, at The Real Mac Mall, you know, on Instagram, on Twitter, and all that stuff. You feel me? Check me out, man. Talk to me, I'll talk back. Yada.
MAC?
Yeah, MAC.
I love that.
The Real Mac Mall.
That's so gay right now.
Feel me? Yeah, but The Real Mac Mall, man, it's MACMALL.
Love you, bro.
I love you too, man.
I'm proud of you, man.
Doing your thing.
Thank
you know what I
you,
mean?
man.
We all are rooting for you.
Thank you,
You feel me?
Thank
it's
you,
like
man.
every move that you make and everything you do, man. When you sat down with the president, I felt like I was sitting down with the
Oh,
president.
man.
Yo.
Tear me up.
Straight
Maul.
up,
Come
man.
on,
Keep
man.
it lit, man. Keep it lit.
And
You feel
listen,
me?
and when I sat down with the president,
Yeah.
you were sitting down with
Man,
the
that's
president.
what I'm talking
All right?
about, my brother.
Okay,
That's
come
what I'm
on,
talking
Maul.
about,
That's
man.
Mac Mall, ladies and
Straight up,
gentlemen.
man. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man.
It's Sway in the morning, only
On Shade 45.